reminiscent vibe of last year where things have fallen apart and the show begins from the point of destruction. Then you enter into this concept of everybody wanting to rule the world by playing the actual music itself. From there, we get into a struggle. We get into the fight scenes, the battle, the war. We get introduced to our first character, the soldier. Right? We are doing our best to show musically, visually, and through our bodies the way we act, especially during the drum feature, during the chess match, that we're in a struggle, we're in a fight. And going too far with it into your music, not playing together or not doing your correct breathing segments is not what makes it sound like a fight. The composition is what takes care of that. So your job is to do everything together. And anytime you get a chance, you breathe correctly and then you confidently play. Like, no doubt at all that you're going to play the best you've ever played tonight. Make sense?
Yes!
Okay? We get into that really wonderful drum feature, our kick-ass percussion section, right? They've been killing it last weeks. And that gives you a chance to regain composure by the time you get to letter J. And you know how to make letter J happen. You just trust the drum majors and you do your thing. Push 1, 2, 3, stick 1, 2, 3, push 1. Okay, just nice and clean and aggressive and sustained. Once the bomb goes off, immediately we change characters. Now we have a chance because we're no longer in the battle, we have a chance to reflect. And we're following the characters because they don't know if someone they've loved is gone yet. And they get to figure it out during this movement. So now your whole body needs to change. You need to feel more breathy, more tall, long phrases, beautiful sounds. There should be no strident tone in the entire second movement that you have. Beam, bum, 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 bum. It should be even nice and dark, but together still. Fast air, good tone. Then we get into the closer, right? We've watched the casket go through. The audience is now thinking, who's in there? Who is that? And we see the two characters watching the casket go away. We see the mother reach out, and we're thinking, who is that? I still don't know who that is. We get into the last part of the show. It's all about hope, right? We start to look almost happy in a way, like everything's gonna be all right. And you've got to showcase that in your music, but you have to do it all together. You have to do it together, okay? Then we get to play the most beautiful part of the show, which is the prayer to the end. And then at the end, during Warren's solo, we finally get to see who they've lost. And no offense, Finley, you're pretty short, but she does a great job at the character of this. And if you've been watching, you can tell, oh my God, that's the couple's kid. And then there's a really beautiful moment at the end of them saying goodbye for the last time. If you really put yourself in that place, it's hard not to get emotional about it. It's hard not to be romantic. It's hard not to be romantic about drum corps at that point. So I want you to think about that as you go out there. And if you live in those characters during the show, it's gonna scream right on by and it's gonna be the best show of the year. But focus on making sure the audience can feel it first before you do, understand?
Yes!
The audience deserves it before you. You can reminisce about it afterwards and then watch the video and be proud of yourselves. But it's your job to provide that to the audience. So try not to get overwhelmed. Just remember what you're trying to do here. Got it?
Oh yeah!
Okay, very good. Last thing we're gonna do is our core song. So let's get back in.